Shalom, family. Glory be to God, and blessed be the Lamb. As we speed along through time, let me speak to the powerful, not those outside of the government, but within government, at all levels in the United States. Do you think you're unreachable as you sit in those leather chairs around oak and cherry tables in front of microphones? Do you think yourselves as unreachable? You're not unreachable, not at any level, not at the city level, not at the state level, and not at the international level. You do realize I could walk the halls with you whenever I feel like it. I could come where you are, at least consciously, and watch over you like an overseer as we watch you debate and argue back and forth. You will know that I am there. You will shift in your seats. The demons amongst you will shift twice. And you do have demons within your Congress and as well as the state houses. I'm not too sure about the city. Maybe not. Point being, have you experienced me? Do you know my capabilities? Have your spy agencies and three-letter agencies given you an assessment? Maybe the CIA. Do you have an assessment? Do you have a military assessment of what my capabilities are? Let's keep it light. We're going to keep it light. Have you experienced me? I said before, it was only a matter of time before I invade the United Nations. I've been respectful. That man who you allow here to run his mouth as he commits acts of genocide in real time and cause war after war, he knows. Have you talked to him? Or has he talked to you? I'm sure communications have been made as per myself. Take this as a notice, maybe, as a heads up, rather, than a notice. It's going to happen. I think that you have to experience me before you truly understand what you're dealing with here. Unfortunately, you have to see that you are safe nowhere, and that nothing is hidden anywhere, and that nothing is inaccessible anywhere. You have to start to understand this. So what I'm going to do for you is a favor. I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to just give you think of it as an exhibition, but quite serious. Maybe I'll start locally. As you're having your city council meeting, you will feel me enter. You will know that I am there, watching and listening. Maybe at the state level, where they run some states like their own personal fiefdom, and where the governors remain governors for life. Maybe we'll start there. But I think the proper place to actually start is at the top. I figure that if I start at the top in the Congress and the Senate as they debate this bill, that bill, this issue and that issue, as the cameras are on them and they're running a live feed, I'll just use the utilize the frequencies and the vibrations of this planet to walk right in through your digital network. Walk right in. Imagine that. It's hard to believe, isn't it? But you will believe it soon. And what does that tell you, about your so-called technology? It should tell you that it has been compromised, completely compromised. And not only that, while I am there, I'm going to do you a further favor because my mere gaze upon some of you will make you shift, make you expose yourselves. The rest of you watch because those who are shifting are the dark ones amongst you. This is going to get ugly, folks. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to do this because this is for your own safety. I have to treat you like fucking children before you do some stupid shit. So obviously you haven't taken an assessment. And even if you have, you don't take it seriously. You think, well, let's not speculate as to your thoughts. It's not necessary. But I'm doing you a favor. Maybe after you, rather than you hear of your vulnerabilities, I can show you your vulnerabilities. I will make you experience me. There is no device. You don't even know. There is nothing utilizing frequencies and signals and vibrations that, which is your entire existence at this point. Like I told you, all of that will turn out to be your nightmare. And this is what I'm about to show you just a hint of it, a scintilla. Because if I can sit here and I can be there with you at the same time, that should tell you something. And what else can I do while I'm there? See, I don't want to make myself a national security threat here. I'm just saying you should do a proper assessment. You get what I'm saying? Do a proper assessment. And I know that you can't because if you don't have a spectrum, you don't have a reference point for an entity or an entity such as myself. That's the better word. You don't have a reference point. There's no spectrum. There's no profile you can utilize or that you can build. It would be absolutely impossible to build a profile out on the outside of movement and pattern. On the outside of that, it is a complete zero. It's a complete zero. So I'm going to do you this favor, give you a scintilla of the possibilities here. And why would I use terms like you're at war and you've been shown mercy? These terms are not spoken in in, in a type of a cliche-ish manner. They're literal. So I'm gonna I'm gonna do your favorite part. Because if one is gonna walk into a burning house, then I reckon it's only fair that they know that the inside of the house is ablaze, irrespective of what the shell looks like. Don't touch the door, else you'll experience blowback. That's always a bad deal. A trapped fire, uh, it's best to leave it freaking trapped until it's consumed as much as it can. At any rate, I'm drifting. This is a favor unto you, because I was thinking to myself, you don't realize the gravity of the situation, and you don't realize how fast this is moving. This is moving fast, faster than you could possibly imagine. You don't understand the movements and the plays being made on the geopolitical stage. You don't understand the spiritual aspects involved within them. You don't see the movements of the angels and the plans and the techniques and the strategies and the tactics, and therefore you are handicapped and vulnerable. So it is only fair that I do you this favor. It may find some of you uncomfortable. It's most definitely going to find some of you, as in really find some of you. The rest of you, you won't have a choice but to withstand it. Maybe 30 seconds, maybe 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes. Just have a brief look around. Want to ensure that each and every last one of you know that I am there. And I will know when you know. You will let me know that I am there. And then I'll watch as I gaze around from left to right or right to left at each of your faces as we shift left and right in your chair, and your eyes roll and you look away and you look at the floor and you do things to avoid the gaze coming upon you. But this is what you will do. None of you will actually meet the gaze head on, and I would suppose that that's a good thing. There's nothing to be really, there's nothing to be gained by meeting the gaze head on, unless you just happen to be that sexy ass woman that's gonna sweep me off my feet, and I'll be like, hot damn. Anyway, but you won't be her. But what you will be is uncomfortable, and you will have experienced me, just a scintilla of what I can do outside of what you've already seen. There is nowhere safe. There is nowhere safe. It's just a slow motion process for you, but you can take my word for it. You are speeding right along. You are counting the days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, you are. None of that matters anymore. None of that matters anymore. But I want to stay focused on this favor and why I believe that it's necessary. Because you have shown certain determinations. You made certain moves on the stage within these houses of the people that's been taken over by people who, shall we say, are not very patriotic. Even as I speak, they see to certain, well, wow, man, you guys, oh, we're going to have to blow you up. Really, America? Anyway, I'm not to get political, but they're trying to merge the U.S. military and the Israeli military, merge it. Man, these people are jumping from, let me just tell you how serious it is. Every time I move, they move. They skittish. Every time I every time I make a move, the devil makes a move. He's a reactionary. I mean, he's a reactionary at this point. He is not on the offensive. I mean, he's not even strategic. It's just responses after responses and pushing them further and further and further into what looked like desperation. Desperation. Does a, does this country really want to bind itself like fallen angels onto each other, to Israel? Do they want to do this publicly by law? That that's interesting. And they do these things quietly. But now I'm drifting. I'm drifting. I'm not going to get into congressional bills because right now the only thing that's important is your understanding. Is your understanding. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to rattle your cage a little bit. I'm going to have to rattle your cage. You're going to have to experience me, not just what you've seen. And in the meantime, you should start to doing a proper assessment. There's pretty much, what are the rules here anyway? There are rules. I've already destroyed the rules of physics. Utterly destroyed it. There is no physics by just science. Nothing in your feeble understanding of life and its beginning and endings and could ever explain it by your science. Not even quantum mechanics. Oh, and you're way off base with that. That much. But that's all it takes. Anyway, I'm going to do you this favor. No one will be harmed, but you will feel my presence. You will feel it, and it will be felt strongly. It will be felt strongly. And again, don't take this as a threat. No, it is fair that you understand what you're dealing with here. It's fair. Those in the public, they have experienced it. Not at their level. Well, pretty much. You, though, sitting in a seat of power, you have not. You have not. And that, I don't want that to be the reason that you continue to act arrogantly. I want you to know everything. Everything. I want you, there will be nothing hidden from you. Nothing hidden. The situation that you have created, man, is a situation of your own making. I'm trying not to get too deep into politics and foreign affairs and your decision, because what's important is that you experience me. And you're not going to come to me. That much is for sure. You would never grace my humble presence. So I'm going to come to you. I'm going to even take it one step further. I'm going to come to you while you're at work. While you're at work, as you ply your trade, will you understand then why what you would think of as arrogance, think of as confidence, it's neither of that. It's neither of those. It's neither arrogance and it's not confidence. You need to understand something. For all practical purposes, you are the pawns being used by the devil, and I'm after the devil, and I don't mean, and I'm not beyond hurting the pawns, or the bishop, or the knight, or the queen, or the king. Not at all. So, to give you some balance, to give you some spiritual balance, because I understand that you're under consistent spiritual attack down there. So I'm going to be providing you some balance. Okay? And, and then you will know. And I'll do it in such a way that it may be completely unnecessary for me to do it at the state level or the local level. If you do what you should do after the experience. Good day. I'm Source. I'm Seven. I shall be seeing you soon.